So yesterday we have completed, or we have started with um, how to work on a project level. See, whatever I'm telling you right now is very basic. Okay, this is not the complete explanation or complete way how to do it, but what we are trying to do is trying to get habituated to our roles and responsibilities. Okay. um, so yesterday we have done some activity on testing and some development and deployment also. So whatever we have done is also a deployment part. So that's part number one. And today we are going to see how can we work with Orchestrator. Like, well, again, today we are not going to completely cover everything with Orchestrator, but this will definitely help you to understand details about Orchestrator. Okay. And questions. People who have experience with UiPath Orchestrator, I need you to unmute for 2 minutes and talk. What is the difference between community orchestrator and enterprise level orchestrator? Like with respect to access, with respect to anything. Come on, go ahead, speak. So if you don't have access, then go with the cloud.uipath.com and then just sign up with this single sign on. Okay, and once you sign in, you can continue with Microsoft. Here you go. Okay, I'll give you small detail on what is what on the left, right, and top, and then we can go further on further details. So on the left, whatever you can see is app launcher or nav pane on the left side. Here you can see, and on the right is where you can see licenses that are allocated. And if you have any actions that you can see here, like this can be a dashboard that you can see. You can see FDA, a folder name, workspace, and this is SCM process and all. And if you want to download UiPath Studio, you can download it from here. Well, next week I have already said that we will have a break. So what I'm actually seeing is we need someone who can give you some basics. So I'm trying to arrange one of the person. He's not a trainer again. He's one of my friend who can help you out with the week's demo. Well, that's not confirmed yet, but be ready to attend classes if there are any. Okay. So here we have default tenant. The way how we can create new tenants and all we'll see later, but we'll see first with the admin panel. Okay, now I have the details. What we can do is I want you to give access to someone. So here is where you can go to account groups and all, and whatever you see on the top is the organization. Okay, in an organization the structure will be something like this. You will have UiPath cloud. In that UiPath cloud you can have one organization. So our organization is virtual organization, and in that you can have multiple tenants. So these are tenants. Okay, so what are tenants? Those are logical representations or logical segregations. So ideally how we do it is we will have different tenants like dev tenant, um, testing tenant, and production tenant. Okay, so assets or details from dev cannot be accessed by testing and production. So you can have something like this kind of environment, environment one. Okay, so this is one way of environment, and some other companies also can have the second way of environment, that is environment 2. Again, this is just a representation where um, dev, different orchestrator, and one tenant or default tenant. Okay, second is prod, different orchestrator URL, and a default tenant. And third one is again UT or testing. This is also a different environment, and again a default tenant. So this is how the segregation or the environments can be configured. So one person or my organization currently have only one organization name. Now if I want to add any further tenants, all I need to do is go to home, manage. So here you have tenants, right? I can add tenant. But if you are using community based orchestrator, you will be able to access or have only one tenant. So how can I understand and how can I know that I can create more tenants? So for that, I need someone to log in and give me the access, please. I will take a screen share and I will tell you. Anyone can help me on this?
I'll share my screen. Only
Mm,
the PC is very slow.
no, I want someone with faster internet.
Should I share my
Internet
screen?
is fast, only
What happened
machine
to
is
others? Everyday Kaveri and Snehalata, what happened to others? Just wait, guys. I appreciate your approach and how you interact, but I want others as well
yeah, okay.
to participate. Yeah, I can wait.
Ajrang, I can share my screen.
Go ahead.
Yes, accept. Request the control, please.
Yeah, Ram. Thank you so much for coming up.
Yeah, actually the issue is still there, but I would like to participate in this.
Yeah, no problem. Once we get it. So let's see. So we are going up with okay, this is a bit better. So on the left you can
Yeah.
see in same navigation pane for you, and there is default tenant, right? So how to create new tenants? Normally one tenant is already accepted. In community version there is only one tenant service that you can give. So you can delete everything. Okay, and you can give. So now this is a blank slate for you. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create tenant. How to do and check with the tenant. All you need to do is go to admin portal. Okay, admin panel. You can go into home as well, but you will not have anything. You can create orchestrator service. There is no orchestrator service also. This is like a blank slate for you. Okay, meanwhile I will also keep writing notes for you all, so you can also check with that. Okay,
Can we delete and add organizations also?
maybe that will take you to a new URL, like you need to delete, you need to create it with a new account or new username.
Okay.
Okay. So what we can do is maybe yes. So if you go into organization settings, here you can see this is task bus or something that you have placed. Okay, UBH task UBH. Now you can delete this organization entirely. Normally everyone will not have access, and as a developer you will never have this access. Okay, so all you can do, Jaypal. So welcome Jaypal to the team. Okay, so what we can do is click on add tenant, go to admin panel.
Sorry, what saying? It's me.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Uh, Click add tenant and give a name. You can give it as dev. Okay, and see all you can provision the services, provide all services that's required. Okay, just a second. Before you provision a service, you should know what service will lead to what. Okay, you can also change it with tenant settings. Okay, now you understood that some services you don't require. So what you can do is you can change the services, cancel, and then edit it. Tenant settings or allocate licenses. Yeah, you can click on allocate license. So there are two things that you need to do. First thing is provisioning a service. Second thing is allocating licenses. Okay. Can you see that you can upgrade it to enterprise license 60 days free trial? So what exactly will happen is you will get a 60-day trial. The difference between enterprise version and your cloud version is cloud version you can use it any number of days you want, but enterprise you can use it only for 60 days. But the advancements that you can get is instead of automation developer 2 you will get 5 automation developers, 5 unattended bots. So everything will be 5 licenses, or everything will be 5 licenses.
Right. Community and trial.
Yeah, it's so this community version it's for free, so you will have only one orchestrator and one tenant you will have. In that you will be able to provide only 2 automation developer licenses. Can you see on the top there is a option only for 2 developer license. Okay, click on save. Okay, on the left side, whatever you're seeing, orchestrator, actions, process, launcher. So all these are services. Now, if you can just see, all these are services. We are giving orchestrator service for dev tenant, actions, process launcher, test manager, everything. So if you don't want some of this, for example, I don't want apps to be in the place. Okay, so what I can do, I can remove process launcher, or let's see, actions. Okay, so I can just remove actions. So actions will be disabled. You can enable or disable actions over here. Okay, so this is on a tenant level, but if you want to give access only for few members you can also do that. Now let's add someone to our organization. Can someone else give your email id who which have orchestrator access? Let's see. Come on, be active. Who can give the name? We
Yeah,
need you.
Vikram,
Raju?
I can,
Yeah,
yeah,
give your email id.
I can type it in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead. You have Anil Verma as well. Give Anil Verma also your access for your orchestrator. Copy the URL.
Sorry, one second. The E is big.
That's fine. You can edit it and send back. You can go with Anil Verma. Go back to Chrome. Yeah, the invite user. Yes, and give a user, but give only access, like everyone will have a similar kind of access. This is the group membership. Okay, you can also tell them if he is a developer or automation user. Let's give him developer access. Okay, let's invite. So go to services and you can invite users. Okay, now you can access or add members, but for now this is fine. Again, add one more person. We have Rajiv as well. Okay, now guys, don't go to your emails. Let's wait. Let's understand how the process works, then we'll continue. So this is a way how we give it in enterprise level as well, because we have enterprise email IDs. We will just give it to their email IDs. Okay, and here you go. So invite users. I will invite him as an administrator. See, there is a difference between administrator and a developer. Invite. You can further configure custom permissions in services. So maybe in services you can give custom permissions, but in here also you can see there are two things that are pending. Okay, so if you want to add any service account, you can also add a robot account. Add a robot account and give a name for it. Okay, so for now this is fine, just leave it. Username. Now I want Rajiv or Anil to share their screen. Can you guys please do it fast?
Is my screen visible?
Yeah. So invite new users. We will go into accounts and groups. Okay. Now this is your organization. Remember that. But if you go to your email ID, go to your email, you will get you'll get a email that you are invited to some other group or tenant. Give your name. So this is again like a sign up process. Now uh, Ram created a organization. Now this is Ram's organization, and you are getting access for Ram's organization.
Okay, actually, we have myself also have received the mail.
Yeah, just
That mail.
wait. Both of you will have different UI. That's the reason I've asked you to wait. So here you have taskers, right? That is Ram's item. So just click on it and use it.
I need to use the second
Yes,
one, right?
correct. Now you are given a permission of automation developer, right?
No, myself have given given administrator thing. So
Administrator. So when you are an administrator, you will be able to edit, manage, change all the licenses and all. Go to more. Yeah, go to admin panel. Yeah, can you see? You will be able to check on account groups. You will be able to give access to multiple members. So all these things you can do. Okay, but if you see Anil Verma haven't accepted it yet, so let's go with Anil Verma as well. You can also delete owners and you can give access to new owners. Okay, that's how powerful administrative role is. So that's the reason normally you will get only developer access. Okay, let's go with Ajay. Ajay, can you please share? Ajay, right? Or Anil Verma.
I share my screen.
Yeah. Accept the invite. Just give out your name and complete. Click on sign in
So
and continue. So you will see 2 organizations. You need to pick one. Now, can you also go into admin panel? On the left bottom, you can see admin panel. Click on 3 dots. Yeah. Click on app launcher. Maybe there you can go with admin panel. Go to admin panel. Give me the access, please. Requested. Okay. Now, if you go into this, click on here. More. See, do you have an admin panel for you?
Not sure.
Not available because you are a developer.
Yes.
Okay. All you can do is you can go into Orchestrator and you can work as a developer. But if you want to manage something or if you want to edit something, if you want to do any changes, you can do it only at a tenant level or in this tenant, but nowhere outside.
So which means I can't able to do any changes in Orchestrator.
No, you will not be able to. All you can do is see, even sometimes what we can see is people who are just process executors, they will not even have access to jobs and all. But here you have access because you are a developer. You need to have all these accesses. If you want to create new queue, you will still be able to do it. There are specific roles and responsibilities given to each and every role. Only those actions can be performed. And for you, you are a developer, so on the development part, you can do anything. Not on a management part. Okay. So guys who are not having idea on how things will be different, now did you have idea or not? Just give it a thumbs up on the reactions on the top, and just let's see. Yes. Okay. Ram understood. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So that is about Orchestrator. And see, we are just trying to understand and get the feel of things that we are going to do. We are not getting hurry or we are not working on. But the day we start our projects, it will be very fast. Okay. So just let's continue. Automations and all. Here you have workspace, right? Here you can just link on to the different workspace or different folder. So you'll still be able to create new folders. So that access will still be available for you. But on a tenant level, whatever you have, see, I think you don't have the folder permission as well. You can just view the folders. You cannot create the folders. Okay. So you can monitor the things. So all these manage access activities and all you can do on a tenant level, but not on a not on an orchestrator level. So that is what and how things will be available for you. Okay, let's stop the control. Let's stop the screen share as well. Okay, so that is with respect to orchestrator. Let me just go back to my orchestrator. Okay. So mainly in the interview, there is one concept that you will be asked for, and we'll be discussing that now. At least 4 to 5 interview questions you can expect from this topic. So this is a new queue retention policy that is there in place. Okay, you can just ignore. Can you see the screen? Yep. So
Yes.
uh, first question, how can you, so what are the steps to start a job from Orchestrator? You can just go ahead and type in the chat steps to trigger a job. Like you need to start it from a package creation. You can tell how to deploy a process and start a job. So there are few keywords that we need to remember. Yesterday we already discussed. Um, so I'm just expecting you to tell in some way like that, but give out your answers. Lalita and Jaipal, I know that you are very new. You may be confused on what we are discussing on, but things what we are talking about is now we have a development environment. Now if we need to move to a different environment and we need to start a process and start a job, how to do that? That's a simple way of explaining it. But
Okay.
you will get to know. So
Yeah, yeah.
see, first and second weeks will always be a confusion weeks. People who
Okay.
get next level on third week and fourth week is when you will have a clear understanding of it. So even if you don't understand something on first and second weeks, just
Okay.
continue to listen and understand, try to understand. The
Yeah.
more you work, the more it will be easier for you.
Okay.
I'm waiting for your chat messages. First project needs to be published in UiPath Orchestrator under particular workspace. Um, well, Murali, if you can please unmute and talk, let's have a quick discussion. Murali? Having background noise. That's fine, Murali. Let's talk only for 1 or 2 minutes. You
Yeah,
can go.
Vajang, shall I tell with flow what I have?
You can just type in so that others also
Yes.
can see it. So, Murali, what I understand from you is you have access either only to a developer machine. Other than that, you are not doing anything else. That's what I'm getting from your answer. But if it is on a different environment, different organization together altogether, or different tenant, how to do it is what my question is. You UiPath Studio will not be connected to Orchestrator on different instances. Only developer will have it. That too only for development environment, not to any kind of UAT or production environments. Okay, we can upload package to Orchestrator. Um, okay, one we okay, publish, then we can create environment and process. Okay. Kaveri is saying first we need to publish the project to tenant, then automation option, and then add process, select package source name, click on assistant, and you need to install. I think Kaveri did it yesterday, right? Manual. See, this is the difference between manually or doing it practically and just having an idea. So if you do it practically, you will give a correct answer or give a exact answer that is required. So first thing, create a custom package or create a package file. Okay, navigate to tenant, then upload package, upload new package. Okay, after uploading new package, go to folder. So whatever folder that you are working in, go to process or jobs, click new package, new process, select package, uploaded package. Okay, once that's completed, then you need to click on jobs. Just a second, guys. And then once click on jobs, create new job, select process now, not package, and start. So these are the steps that you need to follow to start something when the package is not available. But if the package is already available and click the new process also available, you can just do these things, do these last 3 steps. Okay, so this goes in a sequential manner. So after uploading, okay, so this is how it is. After creation of package, then you need to create a process. After creation of process, then you need to create a job. Okay, so these are the steps that you need to follow. And with this, there is also one more question that can come in place. Now, how can you trigger a process? Now, you understood that there is a job that's running. Now, how can you trigger a process? So all you can do is you can go into any kind of job or tenant. Let's see with folder, and then you can go with triggers, automations. In the automations panel, you will have triggers. Okay, so you can click on add trigger, and there are 2 types of triggers. We will discuss in detail about all these things, but yeah, how to trigger process. So there are 3 ways. First one is manual trigger, time trigger, queue trigger. Okay, so these are the 3 types of triggers. By the names, can someone tell what is the difference? So I want people who are very new, just with the names, just go ahead and give an explanation. Lalita or Jaipal, since you joined in today, this is the first session. Can you try?
Yeah, time trigger means we need to schedule a time.
Okay, we need to
Yeah,
schedule
manual
schedule it
we need to execute
at
manual.
a regular
But
interval.
time means we need to schedule time. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Yeah. So you're telling that we can schedule it at a regular interval. like every 1 day or every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes, you can schedule it on a time trigger. So what is queue trigger?
Yes. Like based on the queue, we need to execute.
Okay, we'll talk about queue trigger later. Can you please go on mute? It's very noisy from your end. Sorry. But yeah, Lalita, can you please unmute and talk?
Manual is like when you require something, maybe then you just go and do it
Exactly.
on your own.
So on requirement basis, manually trigger it.
Yeah.
So if I need to run a job, but I don't have any particular time schedule or queue trigger, then I
Hmm.
will manually trigger it. Okay. For example, see, I will give you some one more example on uh, theaters. Okay, I do take theaters as a very good example. Now, a theater need to keep tickets ready for next show. Okay, so now
Hmm.
is this a time trigger or a queue trigger or manual trigger?
Time trigger.
Why?
Because you know the time that you have, so you know if the show starts at 9,
Okay,
so you must, maybe you'll trigger it when,
exactly,
uh, yeah.
exactly. So now you have an understanding of this one. Now, what is manual trigger in theater environment?
Somebody comes up and if he,
Wants
you
to
know,
willing to see a movie.
yeah,
So that is a
exactly.
manual trigger. That's not a daily
Yeah,
process for him. So if he needs,
correct.
he want to see.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is queue trigger?
Queue is like, like you have reserved for 30. It's the same. Like, I mean, if you have booked a hall for 30 people, so it's in a queue.
One more
So,
thing. When you are going to buy a ticket, you will stand in a line, right?
hmm,
The moment you start standing in a line, that's when you will be given a new ticket. If you're not
okay,
standing
yeah,
in a line, then you will not be given any ticket.
correct.
Correct. So now
Yeah,
this is like a new job will be triggered when there is a new item.
okay.
So these are the three types of triggers that we have that we can do it from Orchestrator. Okay, a manual trigger and a time trigger and a queue trigger. Now, are you guys able to get hold of what is the difference on a general basis with the names itself? See, Lalita, now you know that you don't know anything about code. I do know that you don't know anything about code or UiPath, but try to
Okay.
understand in general the
Hmm.
words with respect to general day activities. That's how it's easy for
Okay.
you to go ahead and
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, did you understand? People who don't know what are these triggers now, can you get what is it? Give it a thumbs up or give your emojis. Let's see reactions. Try different reactions. We have multiple reactions. Okay, Jaipal is saying yes. Ram Gopal goes with yes. So Ram, now I think you are again the same thing. Automation anywhere will be different. Is it something that you can relate it to, Ram?
Yes, they will schedule it and the
Yeah,
queue concept first in, first out.
yeah,
And if you want to run on the spot, it's manual trigger.
yeah. So this is the same thing. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so for today we will stop our discussion. So, like, if you ask me, we completely covered close to 10 to 15 interview questions in today with different levels of discussion. Now, let's close it for today and give out your comments or give out your feedback in the WhatsApp group. Let's wait and then you can leave the meeting. If you have any questions, I'm still available for you. You can ask. And by the way, happy weekend for 2 days. So, we learned many things. I'm not sure how many of you are able to grasp it, but we are going at very fast pace. It's not very slow, and we are not doing any basics over here. So try to complete the basics. By the day we start our program on, I think next week we are going to have a break, but yeah, um, but from next we'll definitely go at very fast speed. So just go ahead and check it out. Okay, if there is no question, then you can drop off from the meeting. Thanks for joining in for today.
Thank you.